My biggest distraction and frustration right now is all of the changes. And I've been doing this 27 years, and the changes are just like, it's like fear.
I think the number one change that you need to have is truly mindset. So how many of you agree you'll do a lot better if you're trying to lose 40 pounds than you ever will if you say, I need to lose 6 pounds? First of all, you're not going to lose the 6. I don't think you'll lose the 40, but I bet you'll get to 25. You know what I mean? So just thinking bigger is going to get you there, anything in life. So if your goal next year is, if I can earn $150,000, I'll be good. You ain't going to get there, and that ain't enough. Maybe we ought to go for $1 million. You're not going to get there either, but maybe you get to 400,000. But you'll take a bigger action to make that happen. What I need to do to lose 6 pounds, I'm half-ass in the game. What I need to lose 40, you're totally committed. You may not get there, but you're going to have a better result. So the realistic crap is what causes people to fail. I think poor teachers that teach their students, oh, you need to be more realistic. The reason I dropped out of the 8th grade is I took an aptitude test and they said I'd be a trash man. Right? I was best for sanitation engineer or whatever that is. And they tell, and I say, no, I want to make millions. Oh, Greg, you need to be more realistic. You're going to let yourself down. I let myself down every damn day, and I keep doing better and better. I'm fine with that. But they don't see that as being possible, right? They don't believe that because they've seen thousands of kids come through, and I've seen kids like you before. You're going to end up in jail or dead or whatever. That makes them feel better about their life. When you get a good teacher that knows you can get there, when I say, earn $1 million in the next year, I'm telling you, you can do it. I can do it from my town in your town. So I know you can do it with you being there. What I wouldn't do is meet the clients myself, do all the work, deal with the negotiations, all the people won't return the counteroffer, I don't have signatures back yet. That's not how you get paid. That's not what you do. That's what the lower level gets a little piece of the deal gets. So I have 2 rules myself. These are just kind of life rules that really have nothing to do with real estate. Number 1, I never believe in get-rich-slow schemes. There's a whole bunch of them out there. Get-rich-slow schemes do not work. Get-rich-fast schemes do. The get-rich-quick does work if the deal makes sense. So the first thing for me, I never believe in get-rich-slow schemes. Number 2, I better never reach my goals. If I ever reach my goals, I would be so disappointed that I didn't think I was any better than that to begin with. I have never reached a goal in my life because I shoot so high, I know there's no way I'll get there. I always give the example, we were documenting for one of the agents. She's since retired. I've retired an awful lot of multi-millionaire real estate agents. Some of you have met Sharon Q from Rochester. And she was doing very, very well. She did $50 million in production, maybe the 3rd year that she was with me. And I said, where do you want to go next year? I think we can get to 60 million in production. I think we can get 100. She's like, you're crazy. There's no way. I already have a huge market share here. There's no way. I know you're not going to get there, but I'll bet you'll end up better than 60. What I don't want you to do is have a goal of 60 million when we already know you can do 50. You're going to end up at 58. I know you will. Maybe you'll get to 60 and you'll say, congratulations. I'm going 100. We ended up at 76. Nearly double the growth that she was looking for. So if you have those bigger numbers, those bigger goals, you will get there. For some reason, every agent I meet, everybody around the country, no matter what price range you're in or whatever, every agent I meet, I say, what's your goal? They're like, if I could just get to 5 deals a month. I can't tell you how many conversations I've had that agents want 5 deals a month. I don't know why that's the number. They think, if I can get 5 a month and do that every month, I'll be fine. Why don't we just shoot for 10? Because sometimes you'll get 7 or 8. So, and you'll be disappointed and you'll still be pushing forward. You won't say, hey, I only wanted 5 and I got 7. That's great. Nope. We're going to do more. So for some reason, all of the agents I meet, that's what happens. And I don't mean this the wrong way. I never make fun of anybody. But I really feel sorry for when I go through a Wendy's drive-thru and there's a 75-year-old lady working the drive-thru, and I'm like, she had decades of warnings this shit was going to happen to her. Do you guys agree she used to be a 25-year-old hot young thing, having fun, enjoying life, going out to the club, doing all that stuff? How many of you agree that every 75-year-old was once in their 20s? Right? And they thought, I'll figure it out down the road. I'm in my 20s. Why do I care about it? Well, then they were in their 30s, and then they were in their 40s, and then they were in their 50s, and they kept doing the same thing. And I see that even in this horse industry. I've been in this business for 35 years with the racehorses, and I see guys that are like old now, and they don't have money to take their spouse to dinner one time a year. They have nothing. So if they break their leg, if they get sick, if anything happens, they're bankrupt in a week without income. That's literally still check to check. So I say that to warn all of you and to try and inspire you to realize you need a whole lot more money than whatever your monthly bills are. And if you're making double what your monthly bills are and you put that money away, if you do that every month for 5 years, you can only retire for 5 years. So double what you need is not enough. You got to make a lot more. How many of you think you'll need over 2 million? How many of you are about 3 million short of 2 million right now? So think about your end game as a realtor. Are you going to do this forever? Like what is your end game for your real estate practice? Do you want to sell it? Do you want to just close up shop when you sell the last one? You say, you know what, I'm not going to renew my license this year. Do you want to have somebody else handle it and you take a royalty from it? Are you handing it down to your kids? How are they going to pay for it? You really need to think about what that end game looks like, because if we don't know what we're building, what's that blueprint going to look like? We're just nailing more boards together. We don't have a real plan for what we want our business to look like. Unfortunately, we think it's going to become a brokerage and I'll sell that brokerage. You can sell your independent sales business easier than you can sell a brokerage. So, I really want you to kind of think about what you want this end game to look like, but we have to begin with the end in mind. The one thing I want you to get is to truly think big and find a way to make that happen. Everybody in here knows that you could lose 40 pounds. Like, it's possible to lose 40 pounds. It's freaking crazy. I don't know. But if you do that, it's going to be a lot better than saying, I think I need to lose 5. You will do far better, but you got to have that game plan in place. I've always said, if you're walking through the casino tonight, you can clearly see when somebody's physically fit. It's a lot harder to tell if they're financially fit, right? But either way, whatever one they've been working on, it's all they think about. It's all they do. It's how they live. It's what they own as an identity of themselves. That's what you have to do. If you want to get rich, that has to be the goal of what you're trying to do, to protect you, to protect your family, to protect your loved ones. Right now, my great-great-grandkids will be fine. If I die today, my I don't even have any grandkids, but a few generations down will be okay. That's important to me because the most important thing to me is legacy, right? I want to make an impact, not only while I'm here, but when I'm gone. That may not be the case for you, but you really want to think about, like, what's this thing going to look like for you so you can think big enough? So what if we just create a campaign and accountability for you to earn $1 million in the next year? Would that be a good plan? Oh, yeah. And I know some of you may already be close to that. Some of you may be at 0. I don't know. But if you go with a plan to get to $1 million a year, I think it'll be a massive, massive change of what you do every day. And you're going to know when you wake up in the morning, here's exactly what I need to do.
Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.